Okay, I think that's all we need. Should work today. Yes! There we go, Ruger. Today it's working. Awesome. Awesome. Hi. How are you, Marjolaine? I was so disappointed yesterday. All I kept seeing was pending. Something happened and it looks like she had to re-invite me to be an admin so that I can go live. So I don't know what happened. So, but she texted or messaged me maybe around 6 last night and said, I think we've got it and you're good to go. So I decided I'm going to come on today because I enjoy coming on here and talking with you guys. So how is it in the Netherlands? Is it nice and sunny today? We had sun here. Now it's clouding up. I guess we're supposed to get some storms. Hi, Jenny. How are you? I don't think we're supposed to get anything bad. Yeah, just we're going to get some rain and some storms. But this morning was nice. We got to get out for the while. I'm going to give it just a couple of minutes for people to sign on. No rain, that's good. Now what's Hegel? I don't know what that is. I have a fun one. I love this lemon tree. And I was trying to think about what I could do with it. And I found this, it's like old plaster looking. I mean, there's some writing up here, but if I work with down here, I think I can just like extend the walls on this piece up. So I think it'll work really well for this. I have to, when we're done, I'll hop back on and send you a picture. It's hail, okay. I'm working on this really fun piece with the elephant. I've did texture paste and stencils, and then I blended a bunch of colors. I'm really excited about it. It's not done yet. Maybe tonight, we'll see. But I'll, hop on after we're done and I'll put the picture on here so you guys could see it. I'm really excited for it. I played with a little texture yesterday. I kind of missed playing with it, so I did a couple things with the textures. Just, they're not done, so they're not ready to share. So, but let me get this part out of the way. My name is Lisa. I am the Junk Wench. That's my page. I come live every Tuesday just to kind of do some different things. If anybody is looking to learn something specific, let Joan and I know. If I don't know how to do it, we'll learn together on a live. I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. I do decoupage. I do furniture. I am an epoxy artist. I crochet. I do my genealogy. I mean, I just keep myself busy. So if there's something, that you want to learn in like the decoupage paper world, let us know. and I will try to do it. So, but in the meantime, I'm going to get my first coat. I got this, I think I got it at the thrift shop. And hadn't done anything with it yet. I do have to at least get these guys covered up so it doesn't come through my paper. I sprayed all the paper down with the hairspray because nobody has come to do my laser printer yet. I keep asking. I think I'm going to put a post up on Facebook and, you know, see if I can get somebody to come in and help me with that. It's that time of year. My kids are all busy with soccer and lacrosse, and they're running all over the place. And I have to laugh because I remember those days, and, you know, I remember thinking, just rain tonight. I can stay home if it rains, you know. So they are all doing all those fun activities. So their time is really tied up. So I think what I'm going to try doing is putting a post up on my page and see if I can get somebody just to stop in quick and give me a hand. I really want to be able to, print it out on the rice paper with the laser, not worry about the ink running, you know? So I was at the thrift store this morning. No real good finds. Do you have a lot of thrift stores where you are? I mean, do you find some good stuff and some good deals? I mean, I don't know, is Goodwill over there, or is that just a U.S.-based company? I honestly don't know. And maybe you guys have something like Goodwill? Yes, kids are always busy, aren't they? Yep. All the time. And I get it. I remember it. My 3 boys are the oldest, and they all decided they wanted to do Cub Scouts. Now, of course, they all had different groups because they were different ages. Tuesday nights were like the whole pack meeting where all the kids and parents came. But otherwise, all of mine had a different group meeting a different day of the week. So I ran to Scouts every single week. And I was committee chairman, so I had to be at every meeting. When my poor daughter was old enough to join, like, brownies, she was so done with scouting, she wanted nothing to do with it. I felt so bad. My husband worked nights, so she got dragged along, you know. Get this dry. But, yeah, I remember, and that's what you're supposed to do as a parent, you know? Through all the memories these kids are just going to cherish. You know, I thought the wood would absorb more of the paint, but actually it's doing pretty good. It's not absorbing it as much as I thought it would. Okay. All right, so what I want to do is put these on first, all the way around the edges, so that it just kind of, yeah, looks like it's part of the wall, you know? I mean, I'm going to have to do some cutting. I don't have to worry about these lines being perfectly straight or any, because it's going to get covered up, you know? But I'm going to have to do some piecing. Well, yeah, I'm probably going to have to. All right, I just kind of want to get an idea of where I need to go. Okay. All right, pop back on, there we go. I think between the two sheets I should be fine. But I'm going to glue those down first, and then I'm going to use the water so that this kind of blends into the walls, you know? All right, so I'm really not going to have to cut off a whole lot. And then this one, if I turn it this way, it's going to cover the two sides, because this is only going to go so far, unfortunately. So I'll just have to make the inner cut like here and here a little bigger. All right, so let's do this one first. I love texture. Okay. I'm trying to figure out, I want to paint the halls going up my steps. Yeah. There's two will work there. See, they're off just a little bit because it wasn't rice paper. So I may have to just cover, well, by the time I cut, I should be good. Okay. So, my house was built in 1890. I love it. I push button electric, which I absolutely love. And yeah, they're long, high. There's 13 steps. I want to do something that's light, but will add texture to the walls, you know? I mean, I think I could get, oh, what do they call it? Venetian plaster. But I've never used it. I know nothing about it. So I don't know if I can do that. So I'm kind of, yeah, right now researching ways that I can add some texture to these walls. They are plaster, so I am kind of ahead of the game there. I have 3 sons and a daughter, yes. Hi, Deborah. How are you? We are just getting started. If you have any questions, ask. I printed this out because it kind of looks like, you know, an old plaster wall. And it's going to go behind this guy. So that's kind of right now, I'm just getting my cuts done and, yeah, figuring out where I need to put everything. Because then we'll use the water on this to tear and put it on over this. So that's kind of what I'm working on right now. I just want to make sure it's up far enough. Yep. You know what? I think I want that one up a little more. Okay. I'm going to use my Mod Podge to glue that down. Yep, 3 sons and a girl. I had 4 under the age of 7 for a little while. So that was interesting. So, and now I have 12 grandchildren. So I am lucky. Only 4 girls. We got 8 boys. So, but grandkids are the best. Absolute the best. I'll sand that off. I'm going to glue this section down instead of trying to cut it off because it's going to go underneath anyway. Okay. And I want to get some glue on the top so that it's sealed before I put that other piece on. So, and how many kids do you have? Hi, Teresa. You have 10 grandchildren. Really? You have 3 sons and a girl? Oh, that's funny. See, we're the same tribe. And you have 10 grandkids. How are you, Teresa? We are just getting started, so hop on in. I am actually using paper to kind of build up the wall that is in the picture I'm using. This is, yeah, paper that she specifically made for backgrounds. And I absolutely love it. I spent an afternoon and I just kept printing out, you know, different things that I can use as backgrounds. So I have them on hand. And I know what I have now, which is nice. Because as soon as I printed this out, it's like, I need 2 of those. I don't always remember to print out the backgrounds. Okay. So there's our first 2 pieces of the background. And I'll sand those edges off later. Now what I want to do is, I'm going to use the same edges because it's tall enough. And let me see how far in I need to go. I gotta be careful. So if I go that far in with each one, okay, I should be good. Because the top 2 pieces are just a little shorter than my actual picture. Okay, this one has some writing. I'm going to flip him around that way. And some of it will get sanded off. All right, so if I do there and there, let's see. Okay, we should be good. Should be good. Now, are your 3 boys the oldest too? My dad had 3 girls. Us 3 girls each have 1 girl. And then, you know, all the boys. The next youngest sister, she has 5 boys. The girl is first, and then she has 5 boys. And my other sister, she just has 1 of each. She had the girl first. When I had Shane, my oldest, he was the first boy born to a female in our line in 7 generations. Ah, your girl was the 3rd. Okay. Teresa, where are you at? I'm here in Pennsylvania. Okay. Yeah. 7 generations. I was the first one to have a boy first. So I guess I broke the mold because several of my female cousins since then, you know, has had boys. I like genealogy. I've been doing it for years. Hi, Karen. How are you? And I had a cousin who was really into it. He was the one who, you know, went back to the Revolutionary War so that my great-grandmother could be a daughter of the American Revolution. And that's how we discovered the whole, you know, no males born first and all that time. Okay. Let's get that glued down. It'll all have to be sanded off, but I'll do that after I get it glued down some. I can see myself using this paper on a lot of things. There's enough of the paper without the words that, you know, you can use it like I am, like for a wall. But there'll be a lot of other uses for that. All right, let's see. All right, let me dry that, and then I'm going to sand that all down. I think I shared with you guys that my dog had puppies. We went down and looked at them this past Saturday. I was positive I wasn't getting a puppy. I held one. So now I'm talking myself out of it. I picked her up because I had taken some family down who wanted boys. And there were 4 of each with the puppies. So we went down. Oh, that corner did not stick too well. Let me fix that. And I picked up this little girl and I held her. She did not shake or cry. She put her head back and she went to sleep. And I was like, oh no, I'm in trouble. Your oldest is 45. My oldest is 44 this year. He was born in 1980 at the end of the year. So my oldest is 44 this year. My youngest turned 37 this year. I just want to double check these corners. All right, I am gonna, let me put this brush down. I get my new sander. That one's a little newer. I just want to sand these corners down. If I was doing this on something else, I would have probably burned them, you know, to add to that rustic look of the wall. But since I'm doing it on really dry wood, I'm not going to burn them. Okay. Let's get that off of there. Get this corner. I mean, is there anything you guys can think of that you want to learn to do with decoupage? And have you wanted to try a piece of furniture, but maybe, haven't tried it yet? Because I do that as well, and I'd be happy to do, we'd have to do it like a week or two in a row, or even, do you want to learn how to do epoxy when you do like a silver tray over your decoupage? And that's something else we can do if you guys want to learn to use the epoxy. I did just do a whole epoxy live for 4 weeks, on my page for making molds. But I'd be happy to show you guys that too if you want. So, hi Patsy, how are you? Yeah, let me know if there's something that you want to learn to do with the decoupage. See, now we're going to put this right here in the middle. So it kind of looks like it's just part of the wall there. Now this, I'm going to use the water and fray my paper so that I can blend it in some. Let me get, that one looks good. Because I sprayed it with the hairspray. See how the hairspray, that's what it does to the back. But I'm going to have to kind of do it on the back because the hairspray blocks the water in the front. I still want to pull towards the back because I don't want to lose the colors of my frays. It's just the hairspray makes it a little harder to do because it puts a coating on your paper. Remember all those crazy scissors? If you guys scrapbooked, you would remember them. That, cut all the lines. That's what we need. Something like that. That will cut and fray the paper for us. Okay, there's the first one. I am just going to do all of them at the same time. And then, I'll start gluing it down. Furniture, would you like to? We can do something like that if you guys want. Joan is starting to offer some bigger decoupage papers that you can use on a tabletop or maybe on 2 drawers in the front of a nightstand, So we can definitely do something like that. Now, we'll have to take like a week or 2 in a row because we're going to want to get, our paint and everything down first. But we can definitely do that. She's coming out with some, nice bigger pages that we can put on cabinet doors or a tabletop. So that would be fun. It'll probably take us 2 weeks. Most of the steps are the same, you know. So, but we can definitely get something like that scheduled. What we'll do is schedule it for a couple weeks from now. That way people have time to get what they need. Even if you don't want to do it while the live is on, you'll at least have everything to hop off the live and do it. So, I mean, I've done it on tabletops, the old secretary desk, you know, the lid comes down, and you work on that. Doors to different pieces. You can do the drawers to a bureau or a vanity. There's a lot of possibilities if you guys want to do that. Hi, Jan. How are you? So, yeah, my only thought would be let's schedule it and then, you know, schedule like a couple weeks in a row where we work on it. So, and I will let Joan know so she can make sure she puts some of the bigger papers up. Hi, Tricia. How are you? You're in Kentucky. Okay, I am in Pennsylvania. Marjolin is in the Netherlands. I'm doing good, Jan. This is what I'm working with today. I put the extended wall. It's one of those, like background sheets. What I'm doing now is ripping the sides. We were just talking about maybe doing a couple of lives to learn how to do the decoupage on furniture. Yeah, and just scheduling like 2 lives in a row where we know, you know, it'll be about doing some furniture with some of the bigger sheets that Joan is coming out with. They'll be nice for a tabletop or to do a couple of drawer fronts. And if you guys want to learn how to do the epoxy when you do like a tray or something, there again, something else we can do. So that you can, you know, like a epoxy a tray that you've done. So, yeah, but you guys got to let me know what things, and Joan asked me to come on to kind of help, yeah, because there are things people don't know how to do yet or want to learn how to do. So I would like to be able to help you guys learn some new things, and I might learn a new few things as well, depending on what it is you want to learn. We will learn it together, you know. One more side. It's not normally this difficult. It's just that because I have to spray my paper, it's a little harder for the water to get on there. Normally, this paper just rips really easy, the rice paper. And if I can get one of my kids' butts in gear, I might, you know, be able to use my laser printer in the foreseeable future. Anybody do anything fun or different over the weekend? My only thing was going down and playing with those puppies. I sent my daughter a picture. She said, "Do not fall in love, Mom." I'd have 10 if I could. Oh, golf. My dad was a golfer. Every Sunday morning, he'd load up the golf cart. He'd load up his buddies. He would drive a half hour out of the way. He'd knock at my door like 6 o'clock in the morning. He'd have a couple dozen eggs, couple pounds of bacon. He'd have the toast, the potatoes for that, and he'd wake us up to cook him and his buddies breakfast. So, one of those fun memories I have, of him, because he didn't tell me he was coming. I'd be like, "Hey, there's somebody pounding on." Of course, after the first 2 times, we knew what was going on then. But, the first couple times, he just showed up at my door at that time of the morning. Yeah, it's like, "Dad, I have kids asleep." Yeah. So, and he'd have 2 or 3 of his buddies there, and we'd make this huge breakfast, and then they'd go golf. And I lost him. It's been over 30 years. But I love having that memory, Yard work. I've been doing some of that too. Okay, when you tear the paper like that, the reason I go towards the back is because I don't want to lose my color on the edges. And you want to make sure those fun little edges are sticking out, because it's just going to help blend it in some as opposed to a cut straight line. Okay, so let's get this, wrong one, this glued down to our wall. I'm using Mod Podge. It's what I always use. We were out playing B-A-L-L earlier. I have to spell it. He knows what it means. So he is snoozing in the hallway behind me. I'm going to use my finger because I want to make sure all those little edges go out. Okay. My son is stopping over tonight. His daughter plays lacrosse. And for their fundraisers, there's a lady up here, they call her the egg roll lady. She has a truck, and goes and sets up, different events and things. The egg roll lady was their fundraiser. So I have, I think, a dozen egg rolls coming tonight. I am so excited. I haven't had a really good egg roll in a long time. And then I'll just freeze them and use them for dinner. Here or there, or a quick lunch. And when my kids were in school, it was candy bars. Or those things where people could buy gifts, Now they do a lot of different things with the kids for fundraisers. Some of them amaze me. Gift cards. they do gift cards as a fundraiser. That one, I didn't quite get enough glue under, so I'm just going to lift that piece up real quick before the rest of it gets glued down. There we go. Pull my pieces out. Okay. Now it looks like everywhere else it pulled out good. So I'm going to start just making sure they're all down. And then I'll do the center. But I want to make sure they stay out. Yeah, that was the only thing I did this weekend other than yard work. I don't know what this weed is I ended up with, but it's all over my yard. It's really weird. It's not, the roots don't go into the ground. The roots are like wrapped around each other's roots. It's easy to pull up, but it's all over the place. So I worked on pulling all that stuff up on Saturday. I swear every year I go get some kind of weed killer, and the next year I have a different weed. And you guys have that? Oh, your school did donuts. Nice. No, ours never did donuts. I was surprised when he told me they were doing, egg rolls. And I guess they sold a lot because they're spending tonight delivering all of them. So, but yeah, I mean, it's different now. Before Christmas, she was selling gift cards. I had already gotten all mine. Now, next year or this year, I will know that they will have that same thing again. Hopefully. And I will order, my gift cards through her school fundraiser. My son was on a non-school basketball team. And they were doing Wilbur chocolates, which is a big chocolate up here. But the choice was you could sell, I don't remember, it was X amount of candy bars, Or you could hand us $20 and be done with it. And I was like, yes. I gave him the $20 because I knew someone in my house was going to eat a candy bar a day. I'm not naming names, but I would have been right there with them. So when I had the opportunity to just hand them money for the fundraiser, I was thrilled to be able to do that. I think most schools should do that. Kids can't go out and go knocking on doors like... my kids were able to do that, but that was 30-some years ago. It's a different world now. All the parents that work, and they don't have time to go knock on doors after work. They're getting dinners done and clothes washed. I would rather just hand them the money and be done with it, Oh, this one is bubbling up a little bit. I was hoping I'd be good, because of the lines in the wood, but that one didn't do so good. So I'll have to... All right, I think I got a good coat of glue. I'm going to spray it dry real quick. do fundraisers in the Netherlands, Marjorie? I mean, your kids in schools, I know your schools are different. Hi, Lauren. How are you? But do you guys have fundraisers there like what we do here? Not still a little sticky yet. With your donuts, Krispy Kremes. We don't have Krispy Kreme up here. We have a lot of Dunkin' Donuts, but we don't have Krispy Kreme here. Alright, it's starting to dry. Let's see. Alright, here's where we're at this point. So, you know, it kind of looks like, you know, maybe a concrete wall, plaster wall behind it, which is what I was trying to do. I have some ideas of things for adding on and doing to it. I found a couple things I got out that, yeah, we can kind of, now these are just as clear and it has gold leaf in it. Oh, a local bakery, okay. And I had thought, yeah, maybe about putting those on the bottom. I have little ones I could do on the top. I found this little guy, and I kind of thought I might just put him there like he's sitting by the windowsill. I don't want to do a whole lot of bling, but I think I'm going to just put a little on our pot there. I think, yeah, we could do that. And I've got a flower we can stick up there. Let's see. And I can do these even this way. So they're coming down. And I have two smaller ones. Just, yeah, to put on these corners here. I guess I ought to get that turned on before I forget. Let me put that in there. Hi, Janice. How are you? Let's see. I wonder if, I don't know if I have anything that'll match that. Let me take a quick peek. I was in here trying to do a little rearranging today. No, that would be too dark. I was wondering about, you know, kind of the bottom here looking more like lace, like it's part of the tablecloth. But I don't think that's gonna work. I don't have anything blue, because it's kind of like a blue tablecloth. Oh, wait a minute. No. No, I think we're going to can that idea. I have not done it on an old barn door. I do have out sitting against my garage, I have an old door from this house. Is one of the originals. It's the solid, it's the wood. It's been in my garage for 3 years, getting wet and weathered and banged, and it is ready to be done. It has the 4 panels, and I don't think I have that paper handy. And Joan, I think, has it on the site. It looks like a big gold mold. You can see in the middle, like you could put it around a jar or something. But I'm actually going to put that on that door on the 4 panels because the door's coming in the house. I can do that live if you guys want to watch with the old door. I can definitely do that one live. I scraped a bunch of paint. It's got that chippy look now. I pulled it out 2 weeks ago, scraped the front. It rained. It got all the dust off, turned it around, scraped down all of the back. It rained again and got all that dust and dirt off. So it is now ready to come in. So I will be decoupaging that. I wish I could show you the paper, but I don't. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I do. I do. Look. How cool. Now, I mean, I'm going to go this way, but I'm going to put 4 of these on, 1 on each of the panels of the door, the inside panels. I don't know if there were 2 different ones. There's the other one. They're going to be amazing to play with. And all the, you can just do crystals, the entire center that you can add crystals down here. I just got leather with this leopard print so that I could put it above and below on the panels. Joan should have these. Aren't they gorgeous? But there's something else you could do with these. I don't have a jar up here big enough, but you can get a candle jar, maybe a little bigger than this, and take this and wrap it around that candle jar. And how gorgeous would that be? And then again, same thing. You get to play with all your crystals and jewelry on it. So that, I am probably doing that craft this Friday on my page. But yeah, that's, hi Alda, how are you? This old door is finally ready. There's a little white paint on it yet. It's that soft gray, so I'm kind of going shabby chic in my upstairs. I got pink wallpaper with bird cages. Yep. So, and yeah, that door is part of my plan for up here. So, and I had thought about doing that live. All right, I want to cut this down because we're just going to put this just on the top. Just a little bit of bling on the jar, not a lot. So do you have a barn door you're going to do? I mean, is that what you're planning? Okay. Gonna do a little of the B7000 and a little of the hot glue. The hot glue gives me the opportunity for it to dry and stay. It's dripping. All right, come on, just a little at a time. It's not cooperating with me. There it goes. I don't want a whole lot to come out because it's not a really big piece. And you can definitely paint with a large angel. Oh, that'll be pretty. And yeah, you can paint the barnwood first to get the color you need, you know. You're going to want to put a coat of paint down, I think, either way, just so that you have a nice clear background for your paper. Something for it, hi Hope, how are you? Yeah, to adhere to really well. All right, let's see what we're going to do here. I'm going to just stick him like he's sitting on the windowsill. I kind of wish I had like little cup molds. Hi, Kim. Hi, Gloria. That would be adorable to have like little molds of cups that you could put on something like this. So, but I don't have that. So I'm going to put this guy. He kind of matches all the colors. Like he's, yeah, sitting here. Okay. I did pull a couple flowers out because I thought maybe I want flowers instead of these. Yeah, because it's the clear with the gold in it, it's not going to stand out. But that's what I wanted. I didn't want anything stark against this plaster look. How are you, Hope? How are you, Kim? How are you, Gloria? Here's where we're at this point. He's glued on. I printed out this paper. It looks like an old plaster wall that started to crack, and it worked perfect to just kind of do a background of this piece sitting like it's, yeah, the table's up against this wall. So we did that. Oh, I forgot to sand that piece off. Then I used the water to cut all the edges around the main piece so that they would blend in better. And let me get that little piece there undone. So now we're at the fun part, trying to figure out what to decorate it with. I want to stay, you know, like quiet and neutral with it. So I am thinking about these guys up here. Yeah, just to add a little something. Hey, what if I put them on the bottom? I don't think I like them on the bottom. Hi, Diane. How are you? So I think I'm going to put them up here. Now tell me what you guys think. I have these gold flowers. They're actually plaster. You can buy, what's it called? It's a plaster kit. You know, it's the powder. You add the water. You can pour these in your silicone molds, maybe 15 minutes. It's hard enough that you can pull it out, but then you have to let it go, you know, and really get dry. But it's just plaster, and then you paint over it. So it's another way to make molds. But the question is, do I do another one of these down here, or do you think the gold flowers would look better? I'm not sure which one I like better. So tell me what you think. I mean, I have regular flowers, but I don't know if I have any colors that really... I mean, this would go beautiful, but look at how huge it's huge. I need to get some smaller flowers. I don't really want to put pink on it. I could maybe do a blue. It would match there a little bit, but I only have one blue. This is always the hard part for me. Yeah, trying to figure out what I want to put where. Or maybe the smaller ones at the top. I promise I'm not wishy-washy, guys. I just have to find exactly what I like. You know, I don't want to take away from this paper. I might do the two little ones because they're not going to draw your eye too much. It's just going to get a little bit of a finish on the corner there. So I like that idea. Unfortunately, I only have one of these blue flowers. So that's really not going to work. Let me just peek real quick. Nope, I do believe he is the only one. Yeah, that is the only blue flower I have. Okay. Unfortunately. But maybe I'll just put these up here. And... No blue flowers. You think do the small ones, these guys down here? Or do you think I should leave them up top? And what do you think? Should I do these guys? Hi, Marianne. How are you? All right, so we'll do those up here. Let's have them kind of pointing down instead of across. Then we can maybe just do the two gold flowers on the bottom and kind of leave it go at that. I don't want to do a lot of bling. Just on top, these guys. Okay. Yeah. These are pretty. I just feel like they're too blingy for the scene, you know? So, let's put these up here. I'm going to, same thing, a little bit of both because this allows it to dry quickly. I just run them side by side. And then the E7000 gives you that permanent. If you use just the hot glue, there's a very good chance it will pop right off on you. because it doesn't really seal. The other glues, seal it together. I'm sure you've had it happen where you've glued something and it just popped right off of there. Okay. Put the two of them. Yeah, and this guy's actually a little smaller. You know what? I don't think I'm going to do two. I love all the texture on that corner. I may just do him over here and leave all that texture showing. All right, what do you think of that? Just the one went down here and that's it. See all the texture down here? I love texture. I really do. So I think I want to just put him there. He's on the windowsill. And that's it. I'll leave him go with that. I don't think it needs any bling. It's a lemon tree. Let's put him here. I might even dull that down a little bit. I know I will be using this paper for a lot of stuff. Okay, what do you think? Does it kind of look like a wall behind him? And I was trying to create like the wall behind the table. That was my thought here. So, which is why I don't want to do a whole lot. I want all this yummy texture to show. And you can see it in the picture, but this has just got like all the cracks of an old wall. Exactly what I want in my hallway, guys. Yep. That's what I want in my hallway. All right. He is done. That's it. We'll save all that for something else. I'm not going to add any bees. It's in the house. So I think I'm going to leave him right there. Let me get a towel so that can dry. And then I'll post them up. I'll post a picture of that frame I was talking about earlier so that you guys can see it. That's the one I'm working on with the elephant. It's really coming out so cool. I want to do the lion next. She puts so much texture in these. I want to do him yet, but look at all the paint strokes on there. It just makes for such a beautiful piece. And this one, you can see the paint strokes. Seeing the flowers. I can't wait to do this one. I really love her work. So, all right, well, I am glad I got to come on today. Normally I will be on Tuesdays. We have everything fixed now, so we should be good from here on out. If you're catching the replay, please hashtag replay. If you have a question, ask. I will go in and answer it. And, like I said at the beginning, if there's something particular you guys want to learn to do, let me know. Meanwhile, we'll see about Joan getting some of the bigger prints up and available and out to you guys. and we'll do a piece of furniture or some drawer fronts, something, yeah, to get you started and feeling comfortable doing furniture. So thank you for joining. Have a great day. And I will see you next Tuesday right here at 3 o'clock Eastern. Bye.